I bet you'd love to have this guy's superpower. Any beauty who locks eyes with him instantly falls head over heels. He just walked out of a hotel after a wild rendezvous with one woman, barely catching his breath, and boom, another gorgeous lady appears in the lobby. Without wasting a second, he drags her straight into a mahjong game. 30 seconds later, he strolls out of the hotel, hops into a cab to work. But of course, the driver is yet another beauty. That 3-minute ride, it somehow stretches in at 3 minutes 30 seconds. Naturally, he's late for work. But does he care about being fired? Not at all. Hey, you've got some pimples on your face. Ha ha ha. Hey, handsome, doing okay? Because handsome isn't just ridiculously good looking. His work performance is flawless too. In fact, he's right on the verge of getting a promotion. But then, the boss says, "I'm rejecting you." Shocked, Handsome replies, "I thought you were satisfied with my work." The boss smirks, "Your work? Absolutely perfect. But you've been with my secretary, my wife, and even my daughter, so you're rejected." There's an old Eastern saying, "A rabbit doesn't eat the grass near its own burrow." Too bad Handsome never learned that wisdom. After getting fired, Handsome applied to countless companies, but his name and his deeds had already spread through the industry. No boss would hire him. Some even burst into laughter just hearing his name. With no options left, Handsome tries seducing a female CEO, but after she used him, she tossed him aside. He gave up billions and couldn't even earn back his cab fare. 1 month later, finally, a company agreed to take him in. This workplace was entirely male employees. The boss figured, here, this guy can't cause trouble. So Handsome was hired. But there was a catch. He had to survive the probation period before getting a contract. A colleague pulled him aside. "Listen carefully. The boss has a stunning wife. If she likes you or you like her, forget the contract. You might not even keep your life." To drive the point home, he showed Handsome a poster of her. Golden hair, enchanting features, a perfect, smoking hot figure. Exactly Handsome's type. Just looking at the poster made his heart race. Meeting her in person, that could be fatal. So, to keep his job and his life, Handsome decided to suppress his charm. He even went to a women's support group to help. But the moment they saw him, they went crazy, like cats spotting a mouse. They fought over him, nearly tearing each other apart. Next, he sought help from a black female witch. Her advice? Soak your tool in honey. Once it softens, your looks won't tempt women anymore. But after trying it, Handsome became even more irresistible. Even the witch herself fell for him. Regret filled his heart. Would he ever break free from this cursed heartthrob system? His last hope was therapy. But the psychologist quickly handed him over to a caregiver. Her name was Amy. She was once a psychologist too, until the patient jumped from her office window and her license was revoked. Now, forced to work as a caregiver, she reluctantly listened to Handsome's story. With a heavy heart, Amy heard his claim that he carried a heartthrob system, a curse that made every woman who crossed his path fall in love. Amy thought this man clearly needed a psychiatrist, but out of professional ethics, she stayed silent. Instead, to help Handsome improve, she decided to stick by his side day and night. Whenever he started oozing charm, Amy would instantly appear to shut him down. She was diligent, never leaving him a chance to slip. Luckily, Amy was a beauty herself, so singing and dancing with her made life bearable, but she was too strict. Whenever Handsome had to work without her by his side, she strapped an electric shock belt onto him. If he acted cool, zap. If he talked about anything unrelated to work, zap. If he dared flirt with another beauty, zap. Handsome screamed in pain, yet refused to learn his lesson. Amy even moved into his house, monitoring him around the clock. The first thing she did after moving in was invite all the neighbors over to check how many he had already conquered. She even questioned an 80-year-old grandma. After learning the shocking truth, Amy labeled him not picky at all. That night, she couldn't sleep. Amy herself had a boyfriend, But he was useless, so she dumped him. And after spending so much time with Handsome, even she was starting to lose control. Thankfully, her professional convictions kept her from falling for him. During Handsome's business meetings, Amy stood in the building opposite, guiding him through an earpiece. Knowing he couldn't resist beauties, she trained him to imagine them as bearded men. With this trick, Handsome survived one meeting. But afterwards, he couldn't hold back. He planned to deeply discuss things with another beauty. Amy, furious through the earpiece, kept nagging until Handsome ripped it out and ignored her. She had no choice left but to take the most drastic measure. Soon after, Amy landed in the hospital. When Handsome came to visit, to his shock, Amy pulled him close and kissed him. Her mother was there too, and to escape her mother's constant marriage pressure, Amy put on a public display of affection. That kiss broke the doctor-patient boundary. Even after her mother left, the two couldn't stop. Romance had finally sparked between them. After recovering, Amy invited Handsome to meet her parents. Without hesitation, he agreed. He dressed up smartly, and when he went downstairs, he saw a luxury car waiting. Assuming Amy sent it, he hopped right in. But it wasn't from Amy. The car belonged to his boss's wife, who took him straight to their mansion. The boss himself was there too. To test whether Handsome would lust after his wife, the boss tried to get him drunk. But before Handsome could even get tipsy, the boss passed out first. Left alone, the boss's wife kept dropping hints. Handsome tried to resist, but faced with her stunning beauty, he slipped and almost gave in. Just as things were about to go too far, he suddenly remembered Amy was still waiting for him. Panic struck, he scrambled to his feet, ran from the scene, and rushed to Amy, confessing his feelings sincerely. When Amy learned that he had stayed true to her that night, she happily accepted him. The notorious playboy had finally settled down. And Handsome learned one final lesson. Switching women every day is not a skill. Staying loyal to one woman for a lifetime, that's the real deal.